Hi guys, I'm Joe for American Trucks, and today I'm going to be reviewing and installing the Black Horse Off-Road Cutlass running boards in black, fitting 09 to 18 Ram 1500 with the quad cab or crew cab. Now, like all side steps or running boards, the goal here is to give you a secure place to plant your foot when you're getting in and out of the truck. But I think the Black Horse Cutlasses have some features that set them apart from the rest. As you see, you do get a pretty wide spot to plant your foot. It's about 5¼ inches wide, and they're enhanced by these non-slip UV protected polymer pads. Another thing I like about these is they are made out of extruded aluminum. Not only does that make them easy to mount, but tough and durable as well. They are then sealed in a durable black powder coating, which, as you can see, adds to the look as well and matches the black accents on our 14 Ram perfectly, and also adds a second layer of protection. So if these do take a hit for your truck, the only thing you're going to expose if you chip away some of that black powder coating is aluminum, which is not going to rust. Pricing is going to be in the middle ground, around $325. But for what you get here, full aluminum construction, durable black powder coating, and the non-slip pads, I don't think it's a bad deal. You really get your money's worth with this one. Also included in that price is Black Horse's 3-year manufacturer warranty. Install is going to be fairly simple. For 09 and 10 Rams, you will have to do some drilling through the pinch weld on the driver's side, and for 15 and up, it'll actually get a little bit easier. The holes we'll be mounting our brackets to are actually pre-threaded from the factory, so you won't have to fish through any bolt plates like you'll see us do in just a minute. With that being said, we are going to be using all factory mounting locations, so I'm going to give it a 1 out of 3 wrenches on our difficulty meter. Should take you around an hour or two to get installed, so let me show you how it's done. For this install, you will need a ratchet, 13mm wrench, 10mm wrench, 10mm socket, 13mm socket, and like I said, if you do have a 2009 or 10, you will need a 1/4 inch hole through the pinch weld, so a drill and a 1/4 inch drill bit for that. We're going to start at the passenger front bracket. We're going to need this bolt plate, a bolt, a nut, a couple of washers, and the passenger front bracket itself. So if you're lucky enough to have a truck where these holes are threaded, then you could just use these bolts and attach them right into these threaded holes. If you do not, like our truck here, we're going to be using this bolt plate to kind of feed it through with the goal of getting them to sit like that inside of this piece here. So in order to do that, we're going to set this up with a bolt like so. Then you can feed it through like that. And at this point, you're just going to put a plastic washer around there just to prevent it from falling inward. And then you can remove this bolt. Spin it around like that. And then you can hang your bracket and secure that with a flat washer, lock washer, and nut. And lastly, you can spin that bracket and bolt plate in place. And secure it with the first bolt we were using. And with that bolt fed through, you're pretty much good for the top. And make sure you leave those hand tight. That's going to give you some much needed side-to-side adjustment once we near the end of the install. With that, we can move on to this support bracket here. So where that's going to sit is you're going to have 2 of the 11mm bolt heads that secure it to the pinch weld, and another 15mm bolt that's going to secure the brackets to each other. And all 3 of these are going to get their respective nylock nuts. And for the passenger center, it's going to be the same process. And once you have the bolt plate in place, you can hang your passenger center bracket. And I'm just going to put that bolt in there to hold it for a second. And again, you could secure that with a flat washer, lock washer, and 15mm nut. And with that in place, I'm just going to remove this one and do the same thing. Now, just to note, this bracket is going to be reversed from the driver's side bracket, but all of them will be marked. As you can see right here, it says passenger center. And it's going to be the same exact process for the passenger side rear. So with our mounting brackets in place, the hardest part of the install is out of the way. Next, we can grab our running boards and 6 of these square head bolts and drop 3 down each of these channels. And then you can spread them out to roughly match where our brackets are going to sit. And then you can drop it on your mounting brackets. Now you also want to make sure you have the right running board. The front is going to have a little bit of a bigger gap before you hit your step. Then you can see on the rear, this gap is going to be a little bit smaller. And then you can secure your running boards to your brackets using a flat washer, lock washer, and another 15mm nut. Right, and with that, now's the perfect time to adjust your side steps to wherever you'd like them to sit, and then we can tighten down all of our hardware. Now these are all going to be 13s except for these two on our support bracket here. These are going to be 10mm bolt heads and 10mm nuts. So we're going to use a 10 socket and 10 wrench to tighten those. And it's going to be the same process for the other two brackets. With all the hardware tightened down on the passenger side, you're just going to repeat the whole process for the driver's side. And that is going to do it for my review and install of the Black Horse Off-Road Cutlass running boards in black, fitting 09 to 18 Ram 1500 crew cabs and quad cabs. Thank you for watching. I'm Joe, and for all things Ram, keep it right here at AmericanTrucks.com.